Kathy from Smyrna, Tennessee. Hope you had a great day. Tonight I'm going to go ahead and make some lemon butter chicken for dinner. That's why I'm hopping on a little bit early. If you're watching me live, go ahead and put 1 in the comments. If you're watching me on replay, go ahead and put 2 so I can reach out to you. And I would appreciate it. As you're hopping on, please tell me hi. Let me know where you're from. If you're new, go ahead and put new in the comments, and we'll go from there. Let's see what else. So, in my support group, Terry was the one that shared this recipe with me, so I'm excited to try it. It makes 8 servings. I'm going to only do a half a recipe because there's only my husband and I, and so I'm going to make 4 chicken thighs instead of 8. So I'm going to just half the recipe instead of using the whole thing. Even with 4, it's going to give me, you know, some leftovers. Hi, Linda. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you. Linda, what part of Tennessee are you from? I don't remember. I know I saw it in your profile. But, so yeah, like I said, this makes 8 servings. And I think I saw the net carbs on this was probably 2.5 carbs, but I'd have to double check that. But I am going to go ahead and add this recipe into my special recipe group. So if you want this in any of my other recipes, go ahead and put group in the comments and I will get you added to that group. That group not only has recipes, but it has low carb, keto, lots of other support in there. So it's not just a recipe group. You'll get a lot more for it. Tell about it. All right, thanks, Linda. So again, lemon butter chicken. I've already preheated my oven to 400 degrees. It suggests, as I was reading through it, that you use a frying pan that is oven friendly. My frying pan is so old, I don't know what temperature it can handle in my oven, so I'm not going to chance it, and I'll just end up moving it into another pan. So thanks, Denise. Oh, thanks. Denise, thanks for joining us. Hi, Haley. Thanks for joining us. And also, if you would go ahead and share this page, share this to your page or share it to your group, I'd greatly appreciate it. Anybody that's looking for a easy, quick recipe, lemon butter chicken, would get value from this. And if you go ahead and put share it in the comments, I'll give you a shout out. All right, so it says to start with 8 bone-in with skins on chicken. So this is what I'm going to use. I can fight with the pan. Thank you for sharing, Denise. You're amazing. I greatly appreciate it. I think Linda did some spread the love on there too, so I appreciate that, Linda, also. All right, so let me see what I got to do first. All right, so seasoned chicken thighs with paprika, salt, and pepper to taste. So it asks for smoked paprika. Careful with the smoked paprika. I've noticed if you use too much of it, it can get a little bit hot. And so this actually says to use a half a tablespoon on that. And then, let's see. And remember, all the measurements that I'm giving you is half because I'm only making 4. I'm not making 8. So I hope I can get this right. So I want to just sprinkle some of this on here. Kind of nervous. You don't want too much of this smoked paprika in one spot. Should probably do both sides. Wait, did I say half? I'm getting nervous already. Hold on. How much paprika? 1 tablespoon. Okay, I'm good. It asked for 1 tablespoon. I'm using half, so I'm good to go. And I'm just going to kind of rub this on here. And I'm going to do it on both sides. It's going to get messy. It's going to make my hands all red. I'm going to have to just wash them in a second. But I want to make sure we got flavor on both sides of these things. And we can add a little bit more if needed. All right. I think I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit more on there, on that. But before I do that, I need to put my lid back on because I don't want to over sprinkle. So everybody have a great day. It's beautiful out here, so I'm going to add some salt and pepper to it. Actually, I'm going to start heating my pan up too. And my oven is already preheated to 400. So a little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. I use the pink Himalayan salt. I'm going to put a little bit more salt and pepper once I get this in my pan on the other side. So it says to go ahead and put it in here skin side down. So we'll do that. It says melt 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got some Kerrygold butter here that I'm going to go ahead and melt in the pan there. And I'm not going to measure. I mean, that looks about 2 tablespoons. Who knows? I mean, it is butter chicken, so you need to be able to taste that butter, right? All right, so we got this in here melting. So the prep time for this, it says it takes about 10 minutes to prep, and then it's 25 to 30 minutes in the oven. So it doesn't take too long. You might spend a little bit more time with me today than you normally do. So go ahead and say hi while all these people, I need to scroll up. I'm sorry. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining. Hi, Mary. Hi, Mashana. I need to make a phone call to you so I can learn how to say your name. Catch me live 2 days in a row. Aren't you excited about that? Let me just turn this down. I don't want to burn my butter. I just want it to melt on that. Again, if you're not part of my group already and you want to be added, put group in the comments. Please remember we need to be friends. So I will get you added. Send me a friend's request and send me a message, and I'll get you added. Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for joining. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and it says put the skin side down. And so all I've got on them right now is some smoked paprika, some salt and pepper. So we're going to put the skin side down. And then I'm going to put a little bit more salt and pepper on them. This one kind of looks like it needs a little bit more smoked paprika. Come on. Like I said, be careful with this smoked paprika because it can get a little bit hot. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more pepper. A little bit of salt. Great for your electrolytes and hydration is this pink, the pink salt. Hi, Joanne. Thanks for joining us. Remember, please share it to your page, share it to your groups. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. Hi, Brenda. Let me move some of this out of my way. All right. So let's see what the next steps are. So it says for about 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to cook them into their golden brown. So you get to chat with me for a little bit. Anything exciting going in your part of town? I'm not sure where everyone's from. I know we've got some Eastern time zone and some Central time zone. Sorry, I misplaced my drink. So I don't bore you guys too much. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining. So, Lisa, if you want, you can go ahead and touch on the screen anywhere. You'll see 3 little dots. And it should say follow and follow first. And you should get notified when I go live. So, sorry about the rain there, Mary. So, let's see. So, not a lot of ingredients in this. So I'm just going to run through it. Again, this makes a serving of 8. I'm going to make it for a serving of 4, so hopefully I won't mess it up by cutting everything in half. So it says 8 bone-in skin-on chicken thighs, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika, salt and ground pepper to taste, 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of chicken broth, half a cup of heavy cream, 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan, and the juice of 1 lemon, and then dried thyme, and 2 cups of baby spinach. So there's the picture of it. It looks amazing. Hopefully you can see it. Hope mine looks like that when it's done. browning this in the pan. We're not actually cooking it. We're going to cook it in the oven for about 25 minutes on 400. I might want to turn this down a little bit. Ooh, it's looking good and it's smelling good. Hi, Joanne. Thanks for sharing. I greatly appreciate it. I hope it doesn't feel, I feel like I'm yelling, you guys. This frying pan is a little loud, and so I feel like I have to talk above it. So, sorry about that. All right. Let's see what the next steps are. Looking good, guys. If I made all 8, somebody would have to come over and help me make it. But I'm sure, you know, if you made all 8, they'd probably freeze just as well. The only thing is there's like a little bit of a sauce with this, and I don't know if you froze it, you know, how that sauce would reheat, or if there would even be enough. So who knows? And like I said, let's see. Yeah, I was trying to see if I had the net carbs. I think it's like 2.5 net carbs. Probably, you know, we're adding some heavy cream in there. We're adding Parmesan cheese, a little bit of spinach. So it's not too bad. I don't know what happened. All my water bottles, I think we got a bad case. I go to sit them down and they like fall over. They don't even stand up. Don't you guys hate when that happens? All right. Hoping everybody that watching likes chicken. Put a chicken in the comments if you like chicken. Ooh, these are looking good. Let me give that probably about another minute so that, whoops, I lost my comments. So I can make sure that they are good to go. So I'm excited about making some keto stuffing, and it's not going to have cauliflower in it, I promise you. Hi Janet, thanks for joining us. So I'm going to make it out of the zero carb bread. Usually you can get that zero carb from Aldi's. I don't know if anybody's watching has ever made some stuffing, you know, keto style stuffing. Be nice to learn about that. Oh, I like all the little chickens. Thanks to you guys, Joanne and Bonnie. I was in there the other day looking for an emoji or whatever you want to call it of a turkey, and I couldn't find one. Aren't quite as crispy as the other ones, so I just flipped them back over. So, but that's about it. 2 minutes on the chicken. The oven's preheated. Let me start getting my measurements ready to save you guys some time. Let's see. We're gonna have garlic. We're gonna saute. Next step is we're gonna put this in another pan. We're gonna drain the current grease in there. We're gonna add a little bit more butter. And then we're going to go ahead and add garlic. And then this is the garlic that I use. It asks for 3 cloves of garlic. I'm only making half, so it would be like 1.5 cloves of garlic. And this is a half a teaspoon is about 1 clove. So I'll just use a little bit more than, you know, two half servings. Good. All right, these look pretty brown. Just show you how they look, guys. What do you think? They're browning nicely. They look really good to me. And so I'm just going gonna set this pan on the side, and that's what they look like for a few minutes. Hi Sharon, thanks for joining. Hi Gail. Let me just pour this grease out. I want to just pour it into a cup for now. Over the sink, of course. All right, and then so the recipe calls, it says go ahead and put in another tablespoon of butter, and we're gonna just brown up our garlic, I believe, as well, that we're doing this time. Lots of butter, I guess that's why we're calling it butter chicken. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put, it says 3 cloves of garlic, I'm gonna put 1 1/2. So we're gonna brown up this garlic. I like garlic. You never have too much garlic. Go ahead and put garlic in the comments if you like garlic. Keeps those mosquitoes and vampires away. I mean, it is Halloween month, right? All right. So I just had the garlic and the butter in here, and I'm just sauteing it a little bit. Get that brown. Let's see. 1 to 2 minutes till fragrant. Well, I can smell the garlic, so I guess that calls for the great fragrant part. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. Again, if you just hopping on now, go ahead and share this to your page or share it to your group. Who does not love a great chicken recipe? I mean, lemon butter chicken. All right, so now I'm going to add, let's see. Got my garlic in there. I'm going to stir in the chicken broth. This is the chicken broth that I use. Recipe calls for 1 cup. I am going to use a 1/2 cup because I'm only making 4 chickens instead of 8. So I'm going to add that in there. My chicken broth. Stir in heavy cream. It says, actually, let's see. Heavy cream, it says a 1/2 cup. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and this is what I use for the heavy cream. Hi Roxanne, hi Terry, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I know, awesome shirt, Patriots fan. Thanks Kathy. Let's see. There's my 1/4 cup of cream. Terry, thanks for this recipe. I hope it turns out just as good as you recommended. So we're gonna go ahead and add this to our special recipe group later. I don't think it's in there, but I want to make sure everybody has the option to try this. All right, so let's see. I have garlic, okay, so now I need lemon juice. So yesterday when I made that lemon cake, I used the other 1/2 of the lemon, and I just squeezed it yesterday. And so I've got the other 1/2 of the lemon. Let me turn this down just a little bit till I get all the ingredients in there. So that's a 1/2 a lemon. Parmesan cheese. It says a 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. To me, I love Parmesan cheese. A 1/4 cup don't seem like it's enough. Where'd my Parmesan cheese go? Ah, here it is. It's blending in. That's the Parmesan cheese that I am using. So, hi Susan. Hi Roxanne. Thanks for joining. We are making lemon butter chicken. I think it's about 2 1/2 net carbs a serving. And I can't get this cheese open. Can you believe that, you guys? All right, so it says a 1/4 cup of cheese. I'm only going to use 1/2 of this because that 1/4 cup recipe is for when you are making 8. Well, a lot of it stuck to the thing, so I'm just going to do it that way. Let's see, what do we need to do? And thyme. We need 1 teaspoon, so I'm going to go with a 1/2 teaspoon because once again, I am making a 1/2 recipe. This is the thyme that I'm using, is ground thyme. So let's get this in there. I love me some chicken. If I had one piece of meat that I could only eat for the rest of my life, I would choose chicken. Tell me in the comments what you would choose. I know some people don't like chicken or they prefer something else. All right, so I am going to stir this up and read at the same time. So the next step, it says, is to bring to boil, reduced heat, stir in spinach and simmer until spinach has wilted. All right, so we're just gonna let this cook a little bit. Oh, it smells amazing, guys. Wish someone could come over and have dinner with me. So, again, if you want this recipe or my other recipes, go ahead and make sure we're friends and go ahead and put comments in, put group in the comments and I'll get you added to that group. That special group is not only for recipes, it's got low carb support, keto support, it has meal plans, it has doctor testimonials. It's a great support group besides just being a recipe. Turkey. I love me some turkey too. Actually, I was in the store the other day looking just for a big old turkey leg. I know when I don't want turkey, I can find the turkey legs. And when I want turkey legs, I can only find a whole turkey. Alright, so let me just turn this up a little bit. So we're waiting for this to come to a boil and then we're going to simmer it until it thickens up a little bit. And then we're going to add a cup of baby spinach. Like I said, if you're making 8, you're going to put 2 cups of spinach in there. This is the spinach that I'm using. I thought it was funny. I noticed today. You add the spinach, Joanne, once it gets starts thickening a little bit, it says about 3 to 5 minutes. So I like how it says on here, wash 3 times. They didn't wash it once, they didn't wash it twice, but they washed it 3 times. So no need to wash your spinach. But I'm gonna have some extra spinach. So if you got any spinach recipes, go ahead and put them in the comments for me, because I'm thinking of making some cream spinach with the leftovers, or I don't know. You gotta eat the spinach real fast. Add some to a salad or like that. But and it says only a cup of spinach. I don't normally measure my spinach. It wilts down to nothing. So, I mean, I'm gonna say that's 1 cup. It's probably a little bit more than 1 cup. So yeah, spinach is pretty much the last step to add it in there. So, let's see. Let me double check my instructions, guys. Alright, this is starting to boil. We're going to let it simmer a little bit until it starts to thicken. I don't know how thick it needs to get. Probably like a creamy sauce, not so watery, for it to thicken. So, smells amazing. I'm hoping to get this in the oven before my husband sneaks in the door and the dogs start barking on you. So what it says is once, it starts to thicken, go ahead and add the spinach. Simmer until the spinach has wilted. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. I need to just put the spinach in now until it's wilted and the sauce thickens. So, thanks for asking about that spinach. So, I'm going to stick my spinach in here. I may have packed it too much, but... So this will help thicken it up too, putting the spinach in here. This sauce smells amazing. Hi, Janet, don't you think, with technology, they should have smell-o-vision, so you guys can smell it. Hi, Paula, thanks for joining. So, currently, if you're just jumping on now, I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees, and so we're going to add the chicken into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes once this is done. And what I'll do is, once it's done cooking, I'll go ahead and take a picture and put a picture in my comments I'll also put a picture in my stories. Also, if you guys are friends on my page, or if you're not, you should be, go ahead and send me a friend's request. I put a lot of things in my stories during the day versus on my page and stuff. A lot of fun stuff about, you know, my dogs and my family, and my drink shake-ups that I do twice a day, and keto cream in the morning. Yeah, I see this is starting to thicken up. I feel nervous. I got Terry watching still, I think, and it's her recipe, and I want to make sure I don't mess it up. So, but yeah, again, share it to your page, share it to your groups. I greatly appreciate it. And if you know friends, you know, that want to, would be interested in these recipes, you know, that I've been cooking, go ahead and send them an invite to my page, and just invite them, and they can either accept it or not accept it. And if it's something you think they'll enjoy, why not? All right, so these look wilted. I don't know if this is thick enough though. It's feeling more like a soup. It smells really good. So I've got my chicken here sitting on the side. Sorry, it's getting dark in here. Let me see if I can add this light. I don't know. All right, so let me turn this light on over here. Let's see if it will help. There, you guys can see me better. So there's the chicken from when I browned it earlier in the frying pan. And so I'm just gonna add this sauce to it. As you all can see, my spinach is all now wilted. And so the recipe says to actually add the chicken back into the sauce, and then you're gonna put your whole frying pan into the oven. My frying pan, I'm not sure the temperature. I've got, it feels like silicone on the handle, and I just don't want to chance it. So I'm going to just put this, in here over the top of this. Get that ready. And guys, I think that is about it. That's what it looks like getting ready to go into the oven. Lisette, thanks for joining us. And so, like I said, 425 to 30 minutes. I will go ahead and put a picture of it in the comments and let you know my thoughts on it. But that's about it. Again, if you're watching all the way to the end, put N in the comments so I know who my VIP people are. If you want to be added to this group, make sure you put group in the comments and send me a friend's request if we are not friends. And invite your friends to my Facebook page to get this additional value and all these recipes that I keep making. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to you soon, and I will watch my story and watch the post for pictures afterwards. Have a great night, guys.